What is going on, everyone? DJ's here. I'm excited today because we got an Advance Wars replay, but it's no ordinary Advance Wars replay. No siree. We got Advance Wars Days of Ruin replay. That's right. We're on tinywars.online. Just Google that shit. You can find it. You can play some Advance Wars Days of Ruin. Player versus player. They got their own ladder. Smaller community than Advance Wars by Web. I think there's about 300 people rather than thousands of people like Advance Wars Web. So maybe like 1/10 the size. But they still got a whole bunch of fun things to do. A lot of weird maps, a lot of weird units and shit. Man, there's so many differences between Advance Wars Normal and then like Advance Wars Days of Ruin. I'm gonna have to do it as I go through the game. I can't explain all the differences right now. New units, new CO mechanics. You can load your COs into units, which makes them stronger, and you create a little orb around them where you can get some power and stuff. I'm just gonna have to explain as we go. Yeah, so this match right here took place on the map Caboose. I like that name. It sounds kind of weird. Basically, it's a one airport and one base map versus two bases with a little middle. But the bases are really close to the middle. Like I think this map is a little too small for my liking personally. But you know, it is what it is. We got some comm towers. These are comm towers actually, and they actually, instead of giving you 10% attack, they give you 5% attack and 5% defense. So if you both get 5% attack, 5% defense, it really just cancels out, and you're both going to get your own comm tower. So it's kind of useless. You have your own radar tower, which gives you normal income, like 1,000, but it like gives you fog of war vision, but there's no fog on this map, so who really gives a shit? So, got some mountains, some of the ruins, which are hard to get through like for wheels and stuff. So you got your bikes, which are like infantry on bikes that are just as strong as mechs without the bazookas. So if they fight an infantry, they'll do the same amount as another mech would do it to an infantry. They have 5 move, and we'll see some of those soon. We got our standard infantry for now, but yeah, I got so much to explain. I hope you guys are ready for this. This is going to be wild. So my opponent today is Maleous. He actually commissioned my first Advance Wars YouTube video, the cover art for it. He did the cover art for that, and he did the cover art for all of my Choosing a CO series. So he's a known entity in the DJ's Productions fold. Finally have a match with him. He's been doing Days of Ruin for a good bit as well. Him and Advanced Warrior introduced me to Days of Ruin via Tiny Wars. If you want some more Days of Ruin content, I recommend checking out Advanced Warrior. I'll put a link to his page in the description. He's doing a current tournament for Advanced Wars, Days of Ruin on Tiny Wars. Big tournament. Well, not huge, but I think there's like 30 or something players, so it should be pretty lit. So anyway, without further ado, let's just start this match. There's going to be so much to explain. Yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so starting off at the top in the red is Maleous. And Maleous first builds 2 infantries. As you can see, the music starts going every single turn. There's actually background music in this, unlike Advance Wars by Web. So you might love the songs at first, where they start playing like 50 billion times, you might be a little sick. But luckily we chose the 2 best songs in the entire game. Maleous chose Waylon, and I chose Penny. Penny is a banger of a tune. Penny is so flackish. I love Penny. I'm just going to go 100% Penny when I play Tiny Wars. Super fun. Random weather. Let's just look at the COs right now. Let's look at the CO powers. So Waylon, boarding cost means you have to build your CO. So let's say you build a tank on your base. Before it leaves the base, the next turn you can put a CO on board, costing 50% of that. So if you build a tank at 7K, it's going to cost you $3,500. When you do that, you're going to have a zone radius of 2, like a little orb around your unit, which is going to give all units in the zone 10% offense, 10% defense. So it's like a little orb surrounding them. And then air units are also going to get 20% offense and 30% defense, and it stacks on top of this. So in reality, air units get 30 and 40. So big boost for air units. Waylon is an air dude for sure. And then you got your super CO power. There's no CO powers on this. So once you get to 60 charge, which means you do 60 points of damage. So basically, if an infantry does 5 damage to another infantry, you get 5 points. If a tank does 5 damage to another infantry, you get 5 points. It doesn't matter what unit it is. Every damage of HP will give you one of those things. So that's basically 6 KOs. You get the full power, and then you can use your super CO power, but you have to use it via your unit. So if you have a tank that has the super CO power ready, you can press that button, and then everything else will get everything. So basically, if Waylon gets his superpower, everything on the map gets 10%, 10%, and air units get 20% offense and 300% defense. That's right, you read that right. 300% defense. Anti-air are going to be doing like 20 to 30 damage to a copter. He's basically got an iron curtain of air units if he pops his Super CO power. So that's scary. And also, by the way, once you get to 30 in your Super CO, or 30 charge, your zone actually gets bigger. So his zone's going to go from 2 to 3. And then when it gets to 60, it goes to 4. So if you don't spend your Super CO power, you will have this zone of 4. Sometimes people like to hold on to their Super CO power a little bit longer because your zone's going to be so damn big. But anyway, Waylon, air dude. That's all you got to know. And he's got a banger of a tune. I chose Penny because Penny is a boss. Penny, larger zone radius than Waylon. So a larger zone, only 10% offensive, 10% defense in that zone. Nothing for air units. A very small bonus in general. Just a little bit of a wee bonus, but it's a larger area. But all my units are unaffected by weather. And same charge, no cop, of course. The scop is the best freaking thing of this game. I love the scop so much. This is why I love Penny. It's random weather. When I use my Super CO power, random weather, I'm unaffected by it. And keep in mind, 3 turns. We're not talking Olaf, oh, Winter Fury, 1 turn. Snow Stinky, oh, it's so annoying. 3 freaking turns. That's why I love this. That's right, 3 turns. Sometimes, if you get enough charge, the weather will never be normal again. I will get a sandstorm, then 3 turns are up. Then I have a rain, then I have a snow. There's only 3. It's sandstorm, rain, and snow. Snow reduces all your enemy units' movement by 1. So you're going to have full movement, they're going to have -1 movement. That's it. Flat across the board, -1 movement. Sandstorm is the most overpowered of them all. -30% to all your opponent's attacks. So they're at 70% firepower for 3 turns, which is just nutty. I love Sandstorm. And then there's Rain, which is probably the worst. Basically, it turns it into Fog of War. Even if it's a standard match, it can go into Fog of War. That's how nutty Dual Strike, or whatever the hell this is called, Days of Ruin is. You can go from a normal match to a fog match in the middle of it, because it's going to turn into fog with all that rain. Your opponent's going to have 1 vision for every single unit, 1 vision for 3 turns, which really sucks. You're going to have 2 vision for everything, as Penny, I think. Or no, you're going to have normal vision. So just like normal Fog of War mechanics, so if I'm a tank, I'm going to have 3 vision, you know, the standard stuff. So that's also pretty nutty. So Penny, you have no idea. It's Casino Bot, right? It's flak. It's just random. Like, I could do a shit ton in Sandstorm, or I can just do some weird stuff with this rain and snow. Like, it's nutty. I love Penny so much. Penny is a boss. There's no real tiers really set out for this, but I'd say Waylon is worse than Penny in this matchup. There's no tier list. There's not enough people play this game, I don't think, at this point to get a reliable tier list. But I'd say Penny is definitely better than Waylon in this scenario. But not significantly. Penny's not like top tier or anything like Brenner or Will or any of that stuff. So anyway, let's get on to that gamey poo. Alright, now I'm at the bottom. Feeling my true Advanced Wars by Web self, I just do normal infantry. I didn't really build many bikes in this game, I don't think. You'll see that Maleous, who's used to the meta of Advanced Wars Days of Ruin, he does go for some bikes early. But for now, we're just doing infantry. We're going to get that base. We got the autoplay going on over here. Look, it's doing everything for me. Hands off the wheel. Just got to pause it when I need to. But yeah, going for some capture chains. I'm going for this airport over here, so I get this capture chain as well. I could go for this back one as well. This is a nice triple capture chain, because remember, this radar tower over here, it actually does give you income. Another thing I like about Advanced Wars, the Tiny Wars or whatever the hell, you can click on things and they'll tell you everything about it. 30% defense, income 1,000, vision range 5. When it's oh, another thing, in Fog of War, when there's Fog of War, everything on a city is hidden. So if you have a ground unit on a city, it is hidden. It's like a forest. It's kind of nutty like that. Fog of War is a little weird like that. Forests are the same, and I think ruins are also like that. Let's check the ruins. It does hide, it hides units in the ground. So I mean, if there's a copter or something, it's not gonna hide. But also another thing, look at this infantry. You can see how much attack it does to every single thing, and how much it takes from everything. Isn't that crazy? That's awesome. This is my favorite feature of Tiny Wars. You can check out all of the matchups right here. See, it does less to these, and these do 65, whereas another one only does 55 to itself. Pretty nutty. It tells you about promotions. Oh my god, I gotta discuss promotions too. Promotions. Every time you kill a unit, your little unit's gonna have a 1 next to its name, which means it does 5% more damage. If it kills another unit, it has 2 of them next to its name. It has the 2 markers, and that does 10% damage to all other units. So as you get stronger, I mean, as you kill more, your unit gets stronger as it survives, of course, And then when you get 3, it turns into a V, for veteran. When you have a veteran unit that's killed 3 units, plus 20% attack, plus 20% defense. So if your units survive a long time, I'm talking about my lovely battlecopters, my lovely recons that run out of fuel, those beautiful artilleries that run out of fuel and run out of ammo, those are going to be veterans. 20% bonus on attack and defense, which is really awesome. It really rewards keeping your units alive, which I really appreciate. I love healing my units. I love recycling my units. I like keeping them alive. They want to go home. I don't want sending up Best Buy gift cards by the thousands to the families, you know? Keep everything alive. So I like the veteran thing. We'll see that in action. Man, there's so much to explain. I'm going to make a separate video on all the things that are different about it later on in my complaints and what I like and the differences. So don't worry about that. So if you don't understand 100% of what's going on, you don't 100% understand all of the units, that's normal. But anyway, I'm just playing Advanced Wars by Web style, just capping, getting my chains on. I'm off the chain. The most contested properties are obviously in the middle over here. Nothing too crazy about that. Let's see if he goes for a bike here. He only has 30,000 actually funds. The funds are up here if you can't see. It's kind of annoying. The funds are a little hidden. But you can see, and now I should have 5,000. So I think I just do go triple inf here. Just move my infantry up. Just chilling, straight up chilling. There's no HQ cap threats on this map. Just mostly just win by war of attrition. I want to get an airport lock. That was my main goal. Prior to the match, I wanted an airport lock because he's whaling. If you can't have any air units, he's just going to suck balls. So if I get an anti-air, like on this city right here, I can just interrupt here, or even closer, then they can wrap around in any of these triangles. So he's going to have a unit here, here, and here to prevent. So that was my game plan. Basically, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know what any of these units are. But if I get an airport lock, I'll probably win. So that was the DJ's plan for the game. Yeah. Oh, here we have our first bike. Look at that. Look at that movement right there. 5 movement. Moves normally over plains, moves normally over roads, moves normally over cities. But these little ruins and shit, they kind of are hard for the bikes to get through. Oh, never mind. Bikes are perfectly fine. Forget I said that. But what else can they... I think forests are very hard for them to move through. Yeah, 3 movement. Harder than even a recon. 3 movement for these forests. So bikes aren't all nice and all, but you can reach these properties in 1 turn rather than 2 turns like a normal infantry. So yeah, bikes are cool, but remember they cost 2,500 rather than 1,500. Oh yeah, infantry? Man, there's so much to explain. It's never going to end. Infantry, they cost 1,500. They got nerfed, basically. Infantry are now 1,500. Mechs are 2,500. So mechs are actually cheaper. Infantry are more expensive. So mechs are pretty damn good now. Bikes are 2,500. These are both 2,500. Recons are the same. Flares, don't worry about those yet. Anti-airs got boosted. Anti-airs are only 7k now. Anti-airs are cheap. Yeah, baby. I love my anti-air. Artillery, the anti-air are my favorites. They do the same amount of damage, but they actually die easier to tanks. Tanks do more damage to anti-airs now, so they got nerfed in the defensive department a little bit versus tanks, but anti-airs got boosted where they're 10k or 1,000 cheaper. Tanks are the same. Medium tanks are now 1,200 instead of 1,600, so you're going to see more medium tanks, basically. War tanks are basically mega tanks, and they're 1,600. That might seem like really cheap, but they only have 4 movement, and there's this thing called an anti-gun or whatever the hell it's called. I don't even know what it's called. Anti-tank. I think it's called an anti-tank, and they just obliterate all tanks. So, oh, I'm gonna lose my breath just talking about all these units. Whew, I'm already feeling it. Let's get that chain though. Chain, bang, blang, blang, blang. Look at that beautiful chain. I'm not building any bikes. I could have built a bike, but I'm not a biker. You know, I'm hardcore Advanced Wars by Web style. So, Mr. Maleous building his bikes. I think he might build another bike this turn. Oh, yeah, he builds 7,500 worth of bikes right here. Okay. I'm not a bike boy, though. I got funds, though. I got 10k. Let's build a tank this turn. I want to load my CO in as soon as possible to get Penny some of that charge. You'll see what I'm talking about with the charge zone this turn. Or actually next turn when I load the CO. You can't load it the same turn you build the tank. You have to do it the turn after, when it's on the base and it hasn't moved yet. So I build a tank there. I build infantry. Same income. How do I check income? I don't know how to check income. That's not how you do it. Yeah, here you go. Income, funds, units. So, you know, same old, I don't know. This website overwhelms me. There's a lot of shit going on. But for now, the bikers coming in. We're just going to enjoy what's going on. We're not going to 100% understand maybe, but we'll get the main picture. He builds a tank over on his strong side over there. He doesn't want to build a weak side tank over here. Not a bad idea. So I load my CO in. See this zone here? Everything in that zone right there. 10%, 10%. When I get to 30 charge, after I do 30 worth of damage, it expands another thing. So the whole zone's going to be even larger. Then before my superpower, it's going to be an enormous zone of 10%, 10%, and then I can use the superpower. So for now, move the tank up. So I have my nice zone. I just love the CO zone mechanic. Everything in there is 10%, 10%, which is pretty sweet, not going to lie. This is his weak side over here. I'm going to probably build an anti-air this turn. Base skip is worth it, in my opinion. Yep. Got a base skip because I don't have enough funds. So you have 1,000, but it costs 1,500 now for infantry. So, yeah. Let's see what he can do with that little pesky little tanker. So his bike's already let him go to the middle first, which is kind of annoying. He might get the cap before I do. This one over here, just for virtue of having those bikers. Bad bikers. But I got my mean old tanky poo. He didn't reload it into this because he wants to load his CO into a copter, because the copter will actually get the bonuses a lot better. Another thing, when you load your CO into the unit, stop. When you load your CO to the unit, this thing actually also gets veteran bonuses. So this tank right here actually has 30%, 30%. So it has the 10% bonus of everyone in the zone, but it's also a veteran unit, which is the 20%, 20%. So it acts as if it has already killed 2 units. So this tank is 30-30 defense. Another thing, cities only give you 20% defense now, not 30% defense. And forests give you 30% defense instead of 20% defense. So we have a little switcheroo with the cities and the forest, which I don't mind, to be honest, because cities already heal you. You don't want to make them too overpowered. So it's a good thing they introduced the forest being stronger and the cities being weaker. Getting a little paranoid of the city over here, or my HQ over here. I don't want him to start capping shit. Get my anti-air in range. Let's get a nice basey lock over here. So I have an airport lock, but he could put his infantry, or no, he could block it with his tank. We'll see what he does over here. Could block one infantry over here, one tank over here, and then I can't reach it. So we'll see how he gets with his airport, because he's definitely going to want that. Or he just does the old-fashioned way, he just starts killing units. Then he builds a copter. 100% that thing's going to be loaded with Wayland. No doubt about it. Biker comes in. Stupid pesky biker. See? 1. Right there. He's going to have 10 or 5% attack power now. Kills another unit. He's going to have 2 of those. He's going to have 2 ones next to it. 10%. Third one, you're going to have a V. So he's already got a 10% or 5% bonus. But I got my 10% bonus, bitch. Look at this big-ass zone, baby. I ain't scared. Building artillery, getting a little more defensive than I am. I'm just going tankies. I'm not building any artillery. F it. I'm going in. I'm going in, baby. Maybe I have my helicopter. I got 19k in the banky poo. Looks like a copter turn to me. Boom. See? Whoa. Slow down. I killed a unit. Now I got 17 damage. I did 7 and with the infantry, and I did 10 with the thing. So when I get to 60, that's when I can use my super CO power. So we're at 17. We're at 22. You can check up here. 25. Oh yeah, I'm getting close to that zone. Lotus. It got bigger. It doesn't go over here now. Look how huge this zone is. I'm halfway there to a superpower already. What are we on? Turn like 6 or some shit? Turn 9? Okay, I lost track. But we're getting near the super CO power, and I'm getting feisty. I'm shaking with the anticipation of the penny super. But I'm a little scared that he got the copter now. I was upset that my airport lock already failed so early, but hey, you live and you learn. But now it's old Maleous' turn. What's he gonna do? Tank comes in, gets his own little bonus over there with 5% bonus, free kill. Free kill over there. Starts capping my property, starts double capping, and he's got the copter over there. Oh, really annoying. Really annoying. Actually, I probably would have put the copter a little closer, so this thing... Actually, no, I could have... Yeah, put the copter here, so both of these have the defensive bonus. I might have done that instead, but I think he wants to go to the middle and threaten, so it's not completely cornered by the artillery. Or the anti-air. Still doing it even in Tiny Wars. Artillery going to the middle. His tanks are a little scared of mine, as they should be, because I got the CO zone. He's got more units, but I got the CO zone, and I'm getting pretty close to my power. So... controlling the middle right now. I wanted to do something over here, but I'm controlling the middle, but now he's kind of taking advantage on the side over there. And this is not going to do too much Okay, so the damage calc kind of sucks on this, so I won't be able to show you very many calcs, but I will not one-shot his Whalen Copter with my anti-air, unfortunately. I'm going to need multi-anti-air. 2 to 3 anti-air to deal with Whalen, minimum. But I'm Penny. I'm not going to allow him to cap my city, of course. That's not happening on my watch. Move my zone over here. Boombus. Boom. I want to keep my anti-air alive so I don't attack. Getting some more charge, though. I have 37. Move my copter over. Got a nice little message from the server telling us how bad it is. I think it's located in China, which is kind of dubious. Anyway, so look, I'm over here. Even my infantry over here are pretty safe in the zone. I mean, it's only 10%, but it's still pretty nice, not gonna lie. Anyway, Maleous ready to go. Doodaloo, doodoo, doodaloo. Yeah, that's right. Run away from my zone, bro. Run, bro. Build another copter, because remember, these copters, Whalen, 10%, 20%, 30 offensive, 40 defensive. So it's pretty overpowered air units. Fortunately, I was not able to hold the fort down over here, but it is what it is. But I'm Penny. We're getting near that CO power, baby. I get in range. 1 kill. 2 kill. 3 kill. Boom. Look at that. 2 away from my super CO power. Oh, I'm getting a next turn. Oh, I'm getting a next turn. Hell yeah, I'm getting a next turn. Look at my anti-air's even safe by the tanks over here. That's so cute. Look at that synergy. I don't even play this game. I'm feeling good. I'm loving this tiny war so far. But he's Whalen. Those copters, once they start coming, we'll see. We'll see. Just holding down my weak side. Build a tank over here. Probably just going to stream it towards the middle because there's not really many threats over here. But he builds his copter in. Look, these copters does a shit ton of damage. Got a lot of attack power. I would have attacked from the top here to get some charge. I don't know why he attacked from the side here rather than top. But to each their own. Builds an anti-tank. So let's look at the anti-tank real quick. It does a shit ton to tanks. 75, 65, 55. And look how little a tank does to it. 30%! 35 from a medium tank, 40 from a mega tank, essentially. These anti-tanks are really defensive, really strong. Even a copter does only 45 damage to it. Anti-tanks? Oh shit, what's going on here? Anti-tanks are really, really good. They're 11,000. They only move 4, but they have their range. They can attack from close range. They can attack from far range. They have 6 shots. They can fire in infantry. They can fire in anything. Their weakness is infantry. Infantry will do damage to them. They only do like 30 or 20% or whatever the hell, but you still gotta watch out for it. Man, what the hell? What was I? There we go. I think that's where it was. Anyway, anti-tank. It's in. So I kind of want to stop spamming tanks as much because they anti-tank now. Recons are pretty good against it, I think, maybe. So I think I built a recon this turn. But my power's coming. No doubt about it. I mean, this copter's dying. Yeah, baby. Better watch out, Maleous. Penny powers come, but what weather am I going to get? Am I going to get the sandstorm for the crushing defeat? Am I going to get the snow for the nice slowdown? Or am I going to get the rain and everything's going to be cast into fog? Let's see. First things first, kill the copter, right? Oh. Boom, bada boom. Okay. So I got rain, which I think is one of the worst. Actually, I think it's the second worst. I think snow's the worst. Then rain. Then sandstorm's the most overpowered. Rain, it starts off now. The fog comes in your opponent's turn. So I have a free turn of attacking in the standard play. Then it is cast into the opponent, and they can't see jack shit. So that's going to be nice. So I get a nice freebie attack turn first before. I don't know what all the S's and stuff means, but I start capturing things. I get some new music. Let's go all in. Murder that. I can't kill his main copter because it's like indestructible, but I'm starting to proliferate some anti-air because it's a threat. But then the rain comes in, baby. Let's get the rain. Now we're looking at his point of view. He can't see shit. One vision for everything. One vision for everything. He can't see anything. He can't see any of this around here. Look how bad it is. Even his radar tower can't see around. Rain, literally everything. Properties, units, everything, one vision. The only reason you can see over here is because this is an airport. So that he does not have... He has only one vision. It's pretty nice to have advantage. So you have to go touch a unit before it can actually hit something. So he kills off my tank before it can get to a veteran status, unfortunately. But I fell for my trap of the artillery, baby. We're in fog now, so artillery hidden in the forest and shit. Actually, it doesn't even matter from the forest, to be perfectly honest. I can put it on a plane. I can put it on a road. Who gives a shit? He's going to have one vision. So range's pretty good, actually. I thought it was one of the worst before I started this game, but it's getting pretty close to Sandstorm, to be perfectly honest. So I'm going to have normal vision on my turn. He can't see shit, so he's a sitting duck. Which I think I built a recon this turn because I'm like, hell, I'm in fog. I almost bought a flare, but then I was like, wait, rain ends after a little bit, so why would I build... This is a standard match. This is only fog for 3 turns. I shouldn't be building flares and like fog units and stuff. So I go for the cap, boom, boom. I'm already getting charged. We're already at 10, baby. Maybe if I can get 60 charge before the rain ends, and then I just keep going weather, 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 weather. Oh, yeah. That is what I'm waiting for. That is what I'm waiting for. So I'm getting ready for that. I can't see jack shit that much either. I mean, I see a lot better than him. Let's not kid ourselves. Like, I have 3 vision here, and I have a mountain, so I can... What the hell? Why can't I see my... whatever. I have mountain vision. That's why I see everything over there. So, tank's coming in. I'm moving my little zone. Boom. Another hit. See, I just sack that in. Sack that in. See, it does quite a decent amount of chunk of change. I don't want to do too many things and sack too many units, or that's going to get a V, 20% offense, 20% defense. So that's something to be worried about. So don't want to sack too many units, but I put my copter in there because I want this charge in the zone. I'm already at 25, almost halfway there. It's pretty nutty if you think about it. So I'm really going the offensive here. I'm like, F it. I'm going balls to the wall. Recon, beep, beep. Let's go, baby. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good. He can't see shit. You can see my zone, I think. You can see the zone through the fog, so you know where the good unit is, usually. See, you can even attack copters with the thing. Boom, that hurts. And he gets a lot of charge, so he's already more than halfway now. He gets a lot slower than mine because he has a smaller zone. Larger the zone, easier it is to charge. Huge zones, oh yeah, Penny's going to get her power a lot easier than Waylon is, so. But his units are stronger in the zones. Remember, this copter right there, 40% offensive, no, 30% offensive power, 40% defensive power bonus, so it's pretty nutty. Waylon's not to be trifled with when it comes to air units. His air units are freaking annoying as hell. Now, still fog, and if you look at the little map, we're pretty equal on units. He has slightly less units than I do. Same amount of things though, we have the exact same income. So yeah, there's not too much going crazy here, just the basically units war. It's hard to take an opponent's property, like even taking this property here, it's 1 turn away from the base for like a tank to interrupt. It's just really hard to capture units. This is why I don't really like this map too much. Like, it's hard to capture and consolidate and attack and take over, like, you know, get some reward from actually fighting. You just kind of smash units and hope for the best rather than like, oh, I'll attack here to get this property. It's not really like that. The bases are way too close to the front line. But whatever. I'm Penny. I don't give half a shitty. I'm going in, baby. Let's get some charge. And I got a bad roll here. Got a really bad roll. If I one-shot that, or two-shot that, let's go back a little bitty poo. See, I want it, so I get, both are in, this one's in the zone. The zone actually expands after that, because now I'm at 32. And I want to get enter at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom! Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. So I have to go for the other copter. I have my other ways. I'm not fretting too much. I'm hoping to get a superpower next turn. Boom. Boom. Let's hit that CO power. Boom. There we go. 59. We're at 60, baby. It's not the rain hasn't even ended yet, and I can use my CO power this turn. I don't know if you know this. I can use my CO power this turn. I chose to hold off because I want him to suffer through rain one more turn. Then it ends. Then I can use my CO power. I wanted to get the maximum time out of my CO powers. So I need to keep this thing alive at all costs. Once this dies, you lose all the charge, by the way. You want to keep this shit alive, or else you're going to lose your CO power. It sucks. So you can't just be throwing... Days of Ruin is inherently more stally than Advanced Wars by Web for this reason, because you have to be very careful with your Queen Bee, with your CO unit. You need to keep it defended, keep things around. It encourages death balls like this, because you naturally want to be in the zone, so it's a death ball, slow push kind of deal. A little stallier than Advanced Wars by Web, unfortunately. I don't really like stally, but it's not terribly stally. But yeah, you got to protect your Queen Bee. So very, very bulky. And I go for the comp tower over here. I'm like, F it. Like, I don't know. I need to get some, you know, compensation for all this shit going on. I think I have a lead, right? But now it's Waylon's turn. And I think he can use his CO power, right? Oh no, he's at 43. 51. 58. 60. He's at 60. He can use his CO power if he chooses. And he does. So now everything on the map. Let's review. Waylon. Everything on the map, 10-10. Air units, 300 defense, 20% offense. So it doesn't really matter that he didn't use early. These have 300 defense. My anti-air is going to do 20 to 30 damage to that shit. So, yeah. It's pretty good power. You can attack with your copters and basically have impunity. Which is annoying. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get the comm tower. But the weather's gonna end. It's gonna be my turn. And I'm feeling weather again, baby. Question is, what am I gonna get? What are we gonna get? Casino bot, tell me what we're gonna get. Rain again! I was like, really? Rain again? Alright, Fog of War. Another thing. You kill the CO unit, not only do they lose the charge, his CO power ends. Before this turn, this had 300% defense. Now look at it. It's going to get one shot by my anti-air. So I had no idea the mechanics even work. I got lucky here. I had no idea it canceled the CO power. You can cancel your opponent's CO power by attacking their unit and killing it. So they lose all their 10% bonuses. And the copters lose all their bonuses. So I go in, baby. Boom, bada boom, boom, boom. Die, you anti-tank. Boom. I'm capping shit. I'm clapping. Let's see what's happening. These tanks do a lot to anti-air now. Boom! See, look how much that did. And that's on a ruin as well. So, yeah. Anti-air get a little bit nerfed in the defensive department. I go for a cap over here, I think. Just because YOLO. Because he's going to be hard to get vision over here, because he's going to have one vision for everything. So even interrupting that cap's going to be tricky. Now it's Waylon's turn. Look, he can't see shit all over again. 3 more turns of rain. Half of this game is Fog of War. We went into this thinking it was a normal standard match. Oh, that's not how Days of Ruin works, baby. That's not how Tiny Wars works. He can't even see this unit that killed his unit over there. He's going to have to like get it trapped or attack over there. Hit it first, like touch it, and then attack it. But yeah, we're basically doing half Fog of War, which is incredibly nutty if you think about it. Loads another CO into it. Waylon doing it again, but he's in range of my anti-air over here. See, you can't see shit. Kills on my artillery, though. See? Now he sees the anti-air back there. He does weaken off this anti-air, so I will not be able to kill his copter, or at least damage it. But then Maleous resigns, baby. Let it rain, baby. First match. Let's go! And I managed to beat Maleous. Maleous is a good player, too. No joke. So I was very happy with the result. I didn't know what I was doing, and I don't know half the units. I built a medium tank, even though he had that shit going on. But, yeah, man. The CO power mechanics are a lot of fun. Especially the weather. I just love Penny so much. Even if I got rain instead of whatever sandstorm or snow, I still had a blast using it. This map could use a little bit of work. I think we could have a more fun map. Where I could have really like actually captured properties after beating him back here, rather than just kind of just chilling and hoping for unit count advantage and whatnot. If we go back a turn, we can actually look at the stats. He wasn't losing that bad, was he? Yeah, how do I go back? Oops, let's go to the end. Okay, so he's at 81,000 to 1,100,000, or whatever the hell that number is. And we had the same income the whole time, basically. And there's no KD ratio, unfortunately. I wish there was, but there's some things that Tiny Wars doesn't have. that Advance Wars does. Also, the replay player sucks a bit. You can only have one tab open at a time, so unlike Advance Wars by Web, where you have a tab open, look at the replay, or the move planner. There's no move planner. You can have one tab open at a time on Tiny Wars. You can go to a move planner, but then you have to close the tab out. You have to take a picture of it or some shit, memorize where to go, then use it afterward. You can't have two simultaneous tabs open on Tiny Wars, unfortunately, so that part sucks. But yeah, I hope you guys were able to follow along. There's a whole lot of shit to digest. I need to make like a what the differences is video and stuff. But I think you guys, I hope you guys followed along. If you don't understand, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to go slower next time and understand things a little bit better, or answer your questions that you have regarding this. But I hope you guys enjoyed this new content. Let me know if you want to see more of it. I think I'm probably gonna do some more of it anyway, but just let me know if you do like it. And I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.